yeah, I kind of forgot to say this, didn't I? If you didn't see yesterday's video, I'm doing a FIFA 17 giveaway. There'll be an annotation up on the screen over here. Click on that, or there's a link in the description to the video, or just go onto my channel. All you have to do is like and comment that video, and if you want to subscribe, you can. It'll improve your chances. I'll see you there. Hope you enjoyed this video.
I know you're gonna dig this.
How's it going there, lads? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brooksy HD. Today we have a team of the tournament for Euro 2016. So I just want to say before we start this video, these are my personal opinion. Now this isn't like everyone else's team of this tournament. There might be a few players obviously that cross over, because that's obviously going to happen. These are my standout players to me, just to me. Now not to no one else. So just remember that. Don't hate me for my own opinions, guys, because that's not how this world works. Anyways, let's get on to the video. Player number 1 is Xherdan Shaqiri. In my opinion, he scored the goal of the tournament, and that's the only reason why he's here. Next up is Robbie Brady. I had to put this one in. This is probably a bit biased, but he was our best player, like Republic of Ireland's best player throughout the whole tournament. Gareth McAuley makes it in then for being an absolute rock in Northern Ireland's team. There was a few Northern Ireland players that could have put in here, like Stephen Davis. Gareth McAuley was a standout player in this tournament, in my opinion, because of how solid at the back he was. He was like passionate for his country. We have Ragnar Sigurdsson now, not Gylfi Sigurdsson, Ragnar Sigurdsson. This guy was at the heart of Iceland's meteoric rise, let's put it that way. He was incredible at the back, like stopping everything. He was like the Icelandic team, hard to get past until they came against France, obviously. Hugo Lloris. Now, I could have put Patricio in here, and the only reason he's on the reserves, in my opinion, is because they lost the match against Portugal last night. We'll start off with Alvaro Morata. He got quite a few goals for Spain. He was probably one of Spain's best players, him and Iniesta, in this whole thing. Spain didn't do too great this tournament for what people expected them to do. A lot of people expected them to get to the final, but Morata showed why people want him and why Real Madrid bought him, so they can sell him on again, which is a bit weird in my opinion, but that's how Real Madrid work. They're money-grabbing bastards, just put it that way. João Mario is the next player then. He had Paul Pogba in his back pocket the whole of the final. He was honestly the reason Pogba didn't do frickin' anything in that whole final. He was phenomenal throughout the whole tournament. He was probably one of Portugal's best players, in my opinion. Next up, we got Krychowiak for Poland. He recently got a move to PSG. Obviously, I could have put in Blaszczykowski. He got a load of goals for Poland in this tournament, but I think Krychowiak did better as a player in this team, because of his passing array, because of his defensive capabilities. He was really, really solid. Next up is Toni Kroos. I think he was Germany's best player throughout the whole tournament. He was always solid, always made great passes, always had his thinking cap on. He knew where he wanted to pass it. Chris Gunter now. I could have put him at our right back position, our actual right back position in the starting 11, but I didn't, because I think there's a better story that goes at right back. Chris Gunter has been a failed Premiership player. He's gone down to the Championship, hasn't even done incredibly well there. He's just been a bit part player, but he was phenomenal for Wales in this tournament. Next up is Leonardo Bonucci. Now, I could have put in Chiellini, but I didn't, because I said to myself, if I'm going to put anyone in, I'm going to put in Bonucci, because he's the lower rated. You mightn't have heard of him over Chiellini, if you get what I mean. Chiellini could have easily gone here, and it's a split decision. Like, I cannot separate the two between Bonucci and Chiellini getting on the reserves. Now, on our bench, we've got the goalkeeper that won the Euro 2016 with Portugal, Rui Patricio. You're going to wonder, why is he on the bench? Well, I think the goalkeeper that is in the starting 11 was, for the team that he plays for, better, if that makes any sense. And that is this guy, Halldórsson. Really, really unfortunate name. He was incredible for Iceland, apart from the France game, obviously, but I think most goalkeepers would have got beaten like 4 or 5 times as well in that game. Halldórsson against England, against Portugal, was making some incredible saves. Any game he played, apart from the France game, he was really, really solid for them, and I think he deserves some praise. Really, really, I'm so happy that he did well, because he was incredible in the Euros, man. He really, really was. And I accidentally showed you the right back. It's Dario Serna. I think this guy deserves the spot on the starting 11, purely for the fact that, yes, his father died, but the fact that when that happened, he still played football with the professionalism and compassion to play for your country, to represent the team that you were made in, and like the country you love. And it was really, really good to see that, because it just shows you that international football, people care about it, man. The players that play for the international team care about it, and it was really, really good to see. Dario Serna is our right back. Next up is Ashley Williams in defence. I think this guy was Wales' second best player. This guy was fucking phenomenal for Wales. They got to a semi-final, for Christ's sake, and I think part of it is down to this guy. I hate myself right now. Our centre back is Pepe. I hate Pepe with a fucking passion. If you know me, you know I absolutely despise Pepe. Always have done, always will do. Saying that, he was an incredible centre-back throughout this whole tournament. Pepe was outstanding, man. His antics are disgraceful, they're embarrassing, but when you can do what he does on the pitch, defensive-wise, and even like calling the shots and stuff like that, he was incredible. He was the best centre-back in this whole tournament, in my personal opinion. He was incredible this tournament. We have Rafael Guerreiro then, another Portuguese player, obviously because they won the tournament. This guy, I couldn't pick a good left-back. I was going to put in Ricardo Rodriguez, and then I actually seen that this guy got a left-back card for Borussia Dortmund. He was just signed for. He was good. He was very, very good. He was very attacking in the Portuguese team, and I think he definitely deserves his place in this team. He's been a breakthrough star, which is obviously why he got his move to Borussia Dortmund recently. Fair play to the chap. He's our left back. Right, we'll start with the lowest rated, and that is Aaron Ramsey. Aaron Ramsey, as you guys will know, is one of the reasons why I think personally Wales didn't do too well against Portugal in the semi-final, because of his box-to-box midfield style and his passing and his head. He's a very, very smart footballer, and I think they sorely missed that when they played Portugal. Saying that, though, we had an incredible tournament in every other game that he played. Like, honestly, he was one of Wales' best players in this, and the Wales were really, really good this tournament. He was incredible. Now I've got Dimitri Payet. A lot of people wanted this guy to be in, and for obvious reasons, he scored an absolute cracker against Romania in the very first game. He was phenomenal the whole tournament. And the other midfielder is Gareth Bale. We're in a 4-3-3 formation here, folks. Gareth Bale, Wales personified, fucking cared about the team, passionate, leadership, everything you need in a player this guy had, and he was phenomenal for Wales. GG to Bale, man, because he was so solid, so fantastic in this whole tournament. Probably one of the best players in the tournament, in my personal opinion. At right mid, we have Ivan Perisic. Probably a few of you guys are thinking, why is he in the team? Well, if you look at all of Croatia's games that they played, he was the one that was changing the game every single time they were playing. He was incredible for their teams. Honestly, he really, really was. And that's why he's in the team, boys. Left wing, we have Ronaldo. He started off extremely slow, and I really don't like Ronaldo that much, but you have to give it to the man. He really upped his game after maybe the Hungary game. He was incredible. And he was the player that eventually lifted up the Euro 2016 Cup for Portugal. So you can't really not put Ronaldo into the team. Admittedly, he did go off during the final, and I think that was a big part of why the game was so boring. But he was really, really, really good. Later stage of the tournament, he was incredible. And our striker, ladies and gentlemen, is Antoine Griezmann. Obviously, we cannot have this team without the player of the tournament, actually voted player of the tournament, Antoine Griezmann. He got the golden boot. I think he got 6 goals in the whole tournament, sorry. Admittedly, he didn't win the tournament with France, but he got close. He was phenomenal for France. France had a really good team, and he was probably the best player in it. Actually, no, he definitely was the best player in it by a country mile. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the full team and the bench, as you can see right here. I think Euro 2016, a lot of people don't like some of the games. I thought it was incredible, but that's because I just love tournament football. Anytime that this comes around, every 2 years, you got Euro 2016 or the World Cup, I'm glued to the TV, man. I love football when it comes to that stuff. I love football in general, so it's a real privilege to get to watch Euro 2016 this year. I'm a bit sad it's over, but everything has to come to an end eventually. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it was a bit of a long one, and I do apologize for that, but I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.